So the liberals are fucking attacking the country music station, country music channels, CMT. I don't know what the fuck's what's the T? Country music television, right? They're apparently a they well so there's the whole Jason Aldean song, right? You guys have all fucking heard of it by now, and basically they played it on CMT, and of course CMT got fucking reeled in by their fucking masters, their fucking woke ass fucking ESG fucking loving masters, and basically they had to take down the song, right? So basically that is now causing the right to now boycott CMT. So the whole thing with the song is they're saying they're using their usual fucking war cry. It's racist, right? I mean, here, check out the clip.
You think it's cool, act a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough. Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road.
So they're claiming that it's racist, right? He's basically saying, there's rioting, there's fucking looting, there's fucking stealing fucking women's purses and shit like that, and fucking all this basically crime and fucking bad shit. Go come try it in a fucking small town because in a small town we'll fucking shoot you. I mean, I put it a little bit more blatant than he did, but basically that's what the gist of it is, and that's reality too. We have a fucking right to defend ourselves. We don't have a right to be fucking victims. We don't have a fucking obligation to be fucking victims. Like you fuck around, you find out. The more that the government infringes on the find out factor of that fucking uh, equation, the more fucking mass shootings, the more fucking crime we see, the more fucking robberies that we see and shit, the more fucking basically it's liberal city USA. You know, it turns into that. But so basically, he's saying that come try this in a small town and we'll fuck around and find out type shit, and they're claiming that it's fucking racisms. There is no fucking actual mention of any sort of race in this song. The fact that these liberals happen to hear, crime, fucking rioting, fucking robbing people, and their minds automatically think that he's talking about fucking black people. He's not fucking racist, dude. You are, motherfucker. like, dude,
Right.
we kind of talked about this on the affirmative action thing. Unfortunately, your mic was cut off and shit. But dude, like, clearly these people are fucking closet fucking racist. You can't, feel fucking that there's fucking white supremacy going on all over the fucking place. You can't see fucking white supremacy in your fucking breakfast cereal in the morning without actually believing that white people are in fact supreme, right? You can't fucking be a social justice warrior unless you actually feel that white people fucking reign supreme, white people dominate the universe, and like unless you actually fucking feel that white people are supreme, you can't fucking feel white guilt and all this fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? And that's the reason that fucking people on the right, tend to think that that's it's fucking ridiculous. This whole white guilt fucking thing, this whole anti-racism thing, which is basically fucking anti-whiteism. And that they find it fucking ridiculous because one, it is fucking blatant racism, and two, because they don't actually think in that fucking manner. They fucking base people based off of merit. They view people based off of merit and character rather than skin color. You know, whoa, crazy, right? It's a basically just that as more and more shit comes out, like this whole affirmative action thing, where basically people like Erica Marsh are coming out and saying like black people would never be able to fucking make it into college based off of merit alone. Like, that's blatant fucking racism. Like you're literally saying that black people are fucking too inferior to be able to fucking you know get into college based off of their own fucking merit. Like that's fucking blatant racism. Like fucking us trying to fucking end a race-based fucking admission system in fucking college and in fucking the military and all this type of shit. It's not racism. It's fucking it's common fucking sense. I don't know. Fucking you want to go on about this? I kind of rambled for a minute there.
You're talking. They're always on the racisms and whatnot. And I'm going to go into some politicism, bro. Right? New word for you here. How they, like you're just saying, everything's racist to them, dude. They feel that black people can't, you know, excel without handouts and hand ups and whatnot. But in reality, leftists can't get elected without keeping racism alive.
Yep.
For real, like these people would have zero careers if grifting wasn't a career option. You know what I'm saying? Complete inept fucking idiots that have just learned to work other idiot minds for the most basic shit, which is skin tone, and to work up a fervor of feelings based off of that, dude. And that's their whole career shtick. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. But that's the whole reason it's they see racism everywhere, even though there is not racism everywhere. Just to be fucking clear, growing up, my entire fucking childhood, America's I have not felt a fucking entire ounce of fucking racism my entire life, and I'm a brown kid in America. I'm supposed to be fucking marginalized, right? But either way, dude, like growing up my entire life, I've never seen any sort of fucking actual racism and shit like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've seen actual fucking racists and shit like that, especially in prison. Prison's fucking race based as fuck. But as per culturally, as per fucking like legally, anything like that, I've never seen any sort of fucking race based fucking shit in America until I started learning about fucking liberals and Democrats and fucking like affirmative action and all this type of shit, and then I started realizing where the actual fucking racial division is coming from. You know?
Yeah, and it comes almost solely from the left, bro. Everything from fucking current segregation fucking pushes to like you said, these people can't manage to make a copy or attain an ID if their skin tone is darker than olive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
I mean, it's absolute racism, and it's the same party it's always been. We know the history, the creation of Jim Crow laws, the KKK, all that shit is Democrat creations. They haven't changed. They've just changed the wording and the mode of delivery.
Yep. It's funny too because they always like to put people into fucking groups and fucking divide people and shit like that into their own individual groups because they know that they could fucking wield the power of the individual group. They fucking with the whole Jim Crow laws and shit like that, they fucking set those in place, and then they are also the ones that fucking use the same political power to abolish the same fucking laws that they put into place. It's basically the constant cycle. They fucking marginalize people into groups so that way they can use them for political action. You know what I mean? Basically,
Yeah.
we're whatever the fucking fight, whatever the largest demographic is. That's why they're trying to get all the fucking Mexicans and shit into America, so that way they could fucking start like, oh, Mexicans have been marginalized and made to work in the fields for so long now and sell oranges on the side of the highway and shit, and like we need to fucking fight for them now, and like that's literally the only thing that they have is fucking dividing people into their own fucking little sections so that way they could fucking poke the little hornet's nest and get them to fucking go have fucking summer of love riots and shit like that, fucking peaceful but fiery but mostly peaceful fucking protests and shit, and all of it is based off of fucking race. They fucking divide people. I think I made the point the other day, like it's not the fact that what they call you, whether they call you colored people or people of color, it's the fact that you allow them to fucking call you anything in the first place other than a fucking fellow human being. It's the fact that you allow them to fucking divide you and make you feel marginalized because they tell you that you're fucking marginalized. Either way, dude, like the whole fucking race based anything in America, it needs to basically I guess stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, but it won't stop. Like if you really think about it, something crazy, man, is like the vast majority of people that run on the left are attorneys, bro. If you really stop and think about it, even Obama was an attorney. His wife was an attorney.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All these people are attorneys, dude. The Clintons, and it's like, dude, and then also the Democrats claim to be the more educated of the two political sides, right? Statistically, there's more degrees on the left. It's because they attain these fucking law degrees to find out how to destroy America using its own laws, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Seriously. And it's used against us on a daily basis I mean, you could go back for years to Tucker clips and see literal illegal immigrants that came here and went to school, became attorneys, and now they fight to let fucking people come over the border or to help get their families here after they've illegally crossed. And to us, they're like, that's just practicing laws.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's fucking. You hate to use the term. I've used it quite a bit in the last months, but it's ideological subversion.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Really?
That's why they always fucking come at it with communism, or socialism, which is really just softcore communism. You know what I mean? But they always start out with socialism and bring it to communism because of the fact that communism gives the state the most fucking power out of any fucking political system ever fucking conceived. I mean, other than fucking direct dictatorship, but essentially it's the same fucking thing. You know, I really can't see much of a fucking difference between fucking actual, old school fucking dictatorships and shit like that and fucking communism. Most of them fucking sprang up from fucking communism. But
I definitely don't see a difference either. I mean, their cult of personality, it's full on dictators. Mussolini, Stalin, you know what I'm saying? Lenin. I mean, you think about it there, every person that's held up in esteem in leftist ideology is a dictator.
yep,
But yeah, it's,
it's
and not that there can't be one on the right. And I know they love to throw the old, Hitler's from them were right wing and it's the National Socialist Party. Like it's fucking, you know what I mean? It's a left wing ideology, no matter how they want to twist it. With the conservatism aspect of Nazism, I think is where they get that right leaning shit.
yeah,
But I mean, again, the National Socialist Party.
right. That I don't know. It just kind of popped in my head. Fucking, you know how fucking the lefties are always fucking so arrogant that they always feel the need to fucking announce what they're doing, and so they'll basically blame the other fucking person, but really they're doing that the entire time. Don't you notice that they've been screaming a whole lot about they're trying to fucking change history? They're trying to change history with the fucking black history in schools and shit like that, and fucking the slavery talk, the slavery fucking lessons and all that type of shit. They're basically screaming out that they're trying to fucking change history, when really, obviously, like I say, they always fucking scream out what they're doing while they're doing it and just blame the other person. So obviously, they're trying to fucking change history, and that's what they continuously do, so they can fucking insert fucking communism here. That's what they've been doing fucking really through my entire fucking life, through the whole fucking ideological subversion fucking era. And really, like I say, I'd never really learned so much about how fucking brutal fucking communism has always been and shit. Like I've never fucking, I remember my entire fucking high school, I was never really told how horrible communism is. And that's why I say I think just slowly, just over time and shit, they're just trying to fucking scrub history so that way they could fucking repeat it, rinse and repeat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and even if you use like the faces of leftist ideologues in like a meme, for instance, I mean, like Meta or something, dude, they'll ban your page, or you know what I mean, like give you a strike and remove it or what have you, just for using their image.
Yep.
And I mean, and it's exactly what it is. They're trying to whitewash it. They don't want you to know it. And but it goes along with, they've been trying to erase history in front of you for years. We just went through 7 years of them tearing down historical statues and monuments and fucking, you know what I mean? And then the CRT really is erasing history, because it's basically trying to teach American children history through the eyes of African slaves rather than Americans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So in a way, it is changing our history,
Yeah.
Even if CRT was more than just a theory and it were based in actual history, it would still not be American history. That is history through the eyes of African slaves.
And it's really, they try to equate it as if it was fucking yesterday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They try to make it seem like it's happening right now. Like it's still going on today and shit. Like, dude, the only people that are fucking dividing people by color are you, motherfucker. But
yeah, and by the lowest form.
right. Hey, thanks for watching this clip from the Liberty Bowl live stream. Check out one of these other videos popping up here in the corners, and make sure you guys join us on Friday nights at 10 o'clock Arizona time, so that way you can hang out with us, smoke some weed, talk about news, politics, culture, events going on, whatever. liberty, freedom, philosophy. We have a good time here. But as always, we appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Fuck off. Thanks for watching.